Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one topic that is whole. Basically. Sorry, city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing one of the topic that is lava hole. In this, basically, I will take one example. Basically, now basically one example. Basically, assume that I am basically sending the resume basically to set of consultant. So I have few. I am actually searching for job. So I am sending the this many IDs. See basically this many ID already I have sent basically, but there is no response. Whatever. Now basically I am sending to this more ID basically. I am going to explain one topic, that's why basically. And in this basically I thought I should take my example only basically. So now basically I am going to send the resume basically, guys, to the set of consultant basically, which is already I have marked. Sent. Now basically I will explain one thing basically, that is government how handles the situations of any person's reservation. That is, assume basically here I am taking the example of myself. Sunil R. Nair has sent the resume to Indian consultant. So here basically I will take one example basically. The example is basically like this. It connects to Bombay Stock Exchange. Just see basically up to what level the connection is basically. The Bombay Stock Exchange basically, which kind of data basically that contains, everybody knows. 99% people says that 99% money are black and 1% are white basically. And few people says that basically 1% is black and 99% is white. So what is correct basically, that the group basically who created the Bombay Stock Exchange, they only might be knowing that are this group basically, the Oxford University group, who basically has given the words to each and every companies. So in this basically we have taken few example of suit, that Marks and Spencer suit, then the Bombay Diane suits, then basically the Vimal suit, then the Mahindra suits, then basically we have taken the example of Raymond suit. So like this basically example we have taken. Now basically the things basically connects to the Bombay Stock Exchange basically connects to the companies, right? Now basically see basically how the things basically are connected. One person given the example basically. Example is like this basically. So just see each and every example basically is connecting to up to what level. World Trade Center basically. This is that World Trade Center basically, which was basically attacked long before basically. Long before means in 2001 basically. Then he told that yes, basically in 2001 this was basically attacked. But this was actually, people says that basically in this basically, in this person basically was involved basically, right? And what I told basically, this might be one story basically which was created by set of groups basically, but in really basically I am just telling basically, and I don't have any proof basically that this is correct or not wrong basically. So one of the person told that that this might be one story basically created by United States of America basically, story created by the United States of America, and United States of America basically takes the intelligence data basically from where basically. One of the person asked this question basically. Then one of the person told that in this world basically the information gives basically to the each and every country basically that are Russian country basically, that are Russian nuclear plants basically. These are those groups basically who gives the information to each and every country. So one of the person told that basically This information also basically might be given by this group only basically. So just see up to what level things are going to connect. So he told that basically it might be connected with this group basically. It's correct basically, that I don't know basically, but it might be correct or it might be wrong also basically. So one of the person told that yes basically. So in this basically one of the person asked the question basically. This everything basically USA basically might not be knowing basically that the Himalaya mountain and the Mount Everest basically, like this 100 planes are basically getting crashed. Then he told that it might be possible they might be knowing this. It might possible that they might be knowing this basically. It's not like that basically they might not be knowing this basically. They might be 100% knowing this. That means one of the person told that basically. Who was basically the president basically? USA 2001 president basically. So one of the person told that basically that in 2001 USA president basically was George Bush basically. And people says that this Bill Clinton basically is from Uttar Pradesh. People says whether it's correct or that I don't know basically. And he's also basically originally from India country basically. So just see basically how the things are basically connected. And currently I am in India basically. So one of the person told that he basically don't know that basically the World Trade Center basically, that which attack basically happened, that was by mistake basically happened. It was really the Himalaya mountain and the Mount Everest, but it hit to the World Trade Center basically. That this person basically was not knowing. Or basically is it like that basically he is just for doing the sign purpose, and the handling everything basically is done by the another group only, and somebody tracked that and he basically informed this in this way basically that something wrong is happening. That was one of the software person basically. Then he told that yes basically he basically informed this basically that World Trade Center was just no, he basically through I think World Trade Center basically he informed the set of groups basically, that might be intelligence group, that is Russia only basically, and Russian group only basically passed the information to America basically. That basically says basically, I am not telling basically. So like this basically things basically are there. So he basically passed the information that Osama bin Laden basically was involved in this World Trade Center. That was actually by mistake basically. It was supposed to go to the Himalaya and Mount Everest basically. If these incidents might not be happened basically, then it might possible that nobody might be knowing that this type of things basically is happening basically in this world basically. Then he told that yes basically. So somebody informed this basically that this type of activities is happening basically. And in this basically I am 100% sure basically that 20% of people basically who might be dying, they might be dying of the software industry. 20%, not 20, more than 20%. So like this thing is clear basically. Now one of the person told that basically he might be the person basically who will be involved in this basically. Means not involved basically, he might not be knowing only basically that this type of thing basically has happened. So he told that basically he has just kept as for the sign purpose basically. Lots of people says that basically, and the entire task basically of America basically is handled by the set of groups basically. That is one thing basically. Now basically see now, and this basically is from Uttar Pradesh. Lots of people basically says basically that is correct or don't know, but that basically I don't know. Now in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this topic basically.